But I know you have some really cool stuff that you need to talk about. So I want to make sure we give enough time for the show, though you can get through and talk about the cool stuff that you got to share about what you did
Well,
over the weekend.
it's not cool stuff. It's that every time that I go, you guys gotta hear it. you every time I go, you guys gotta hear it, right?
Yeah, you go to the happiest place on earth. You
Right,
got to hear
the
about
most
this.
magical place on earth. So, yeah, I mentioned it last week that I was gonna go to Magic Kingdom this past Saturday. Um, it overall, it went really well. Meaning, I woke up early. I was able to secure a lightning lane, or not a lightning lane. I'm sorry, I don't do that. Uh, a virtual queue for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and then we got to the park.
Success.
When we got to the TTC, the Ticket and Transportation Center, I get the alert. I was like, "You can go board Tiana right now." It's like, dude, we're in the
Perfect.
TTC. We haven't even gotten the monorail, so we got an hour to get to Tiana from here. So I was like, all right, let's take the monorail. Luckily, the line went through pretty quick, um,
Right.
and yeah, it was fine. It was my first. It was the first time my daughter taking the monorail in. We've taken the monorail out, but we usually took the ferry boat in, so it was her first time taking the monorail through the Contemporary and taking the monorail into Magic Kingdom. So
Nice.
that was great. I do appreciate them moving the security checkpoint to TTC instead of the park. That makes the experience, and I think that was the case last time I went.
Yeah.
But now they have those new detectors
Oh yeah,
there,
those are great.
and they made it much better. So it was a much more smoother experience getting it. It was great. Um, no complaints about the park. Everything was clean. Everything seems to be okay. No, I didn't see anyone fighting. No trash. It didn't get flooded. None of that. So A plus, right? It's like, okay, we didn't go to the circus area because we were kind of like tight on schedule. We wanted to do certain things. My daughter wanted to do certain things.
Totally.
So we did skip quite a few things. And we were there again. We got to TTC like at 8:50, and we left like at 8 o'clock at night. So we were there like
Oh,
pretty much
all day
all
then.
day, dude.
Wow. Wow.
And so we got to the park, took a few pictures coming into the castle, and ran to Tiana, right? And did that. Okay. As again, I don't want to sound like as like a purist, right?
Sure.
Because I
Yeah.
mentioned it last week. It's like, hey, I'm a Disney purist, and I want to do these things, and I want to, you know, I like my park the way it was. Uh, that all said, right? Um, I think, Joel, that Tiana's Bayou Adventure is a superior ride to Splash Mountain.
Oh wow. Wow, it's bold.
It was a very much welcome update that it needed overall, like when it came to facades and sets and all that.
Yeah.
Very much welcome update. I know that if they would have chosen to keep the same theming and done, they would have keep to choose the same theming and just do a full refurb like they did with Yan and new animatronics and effects and all that. That would have been awesome too. That would have
Sure.
probably been that would probably been like best case scenario. But that said, I really liked it. I really like the
Wow.
changes. I like the animatronics look great. Everything worked, so everything worked. We didn't get delayed. I think they only used screens in a couple of areas. They didn't go too crazy with that. It was well done. I really enjoyed it. The music was
Wow.
great in the queue. I like how
Okay.
they brightened up the queue a little bit, and that was cool. So overall, man, and I considering it, I told my dad because I went with my parents, and I told my dad, it's like, man, it's like they did all this in like 2 years. That was pretty good. It's like
Yeah, it was pretty
that was
fast.
pretty fast, right? We'll contrast that here in a few minutes, sir.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming. So yeah, overall, man, Really good. Real, I am pleasantly surprised. I know that some people like dunked on it and all that. And again, this is like me going since what, 92, the first time that I went to the parks, and being to the parks, quite a few times after that, and being a cast member throughout the year, mid to late 2000s and whatnot. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I think it fits very well. The animatronics were great. The music, again, the music, it's just the music was really good. I think the music was really good, and the effects were nice. And yeah, man, overall, you know what? Pretty good. It was pretty good. I can't complain. It was awesome. So
That's awesome.
In between that, we fit a bunch of other things. Pirates. We did a lot of stuff. While we were eating, also I ate a cosmic race, and then freaking Sunny Eclipse died in the middle of his performance, and it started smelling like.
Race is my go-to. Also, it's a good spot to
go
to.
So check it out. So Sunny died, and then he passed out. It was just like he was singing, and all of a sudden he just slumped down and died. And started smelling like freaking when you're a beginner driver and you're learning to drive a manual car, a car with a manual transmission, and you're starting to scrape and burn that clutch. It started smelling like that, dude. I was like, oh no. So they raced up the stage, because there's a stage there where they race Sunny, and then there's a stage where they do some of the events at night. So they raced it up. They didn't do anything else. We ate. The burger sauce didn't get along with my body very well, or my body didn't get along with the burger sauce. So while while we were waiting for the Carousel of Progress, because my wife wanted to watch the parade.
Sure.
It was 1,000 degrees out there. My daughter started crying because it was too hot. I ran back to Cosmic Race, grabbed her a slushie, came back. She was good after that. I was like, oh, slushie will cool you down, right? You're gonna be fine. It's like, okay, cool. Let's go refresh. Let's go to Carousel of Progress. We're gonna take a nap, right, and get refreshed. While I was waiting there, I was like, this might have been a bad idea. That burger sauce is not. It's not, dude. So doors open. I was like, oh, that's weird. Doors open. And then the pre-show rolls again. And then pre-show rolls, doors open again. And I'm trying to run out. I'm trying to run out, bro. And then so I'm trying to run out of Carousel of Progress. The doors close when I'm like almost there. I was like, no. I gotta go back and sit down. And then 2 seconds later, they go, hey, we got to do emergency evac. So sorry about that, guys. You guys got to go. So, okay, good timing. While we were waiting at Cosmic Race, I was able to grab a virtual queue for Tron.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow, get Tiana and Tron to both virtual queues in the same day. Look at you,
bro. Yeah. So, I did my business.
Smart choice of words.
And then, we're just walking around. We're gonna do people mover. It's like, oh, let's just do the people mover and relax. And then the alert comes in. It's like, oh, Tron, you can go now. It's like, oh, heck yeah, bro, let's go. Waited at Tron for like an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow, really?
Yep, on the virtual queue.
Wow. Been a lot of issues, maybe.
That ride is bad, sir.
Really?
That is a bad ride.
Why is that?
That is a bad ride. Okay. The show building feels like something you would see at Legoland.
Wow, really?
That's not up to par. I feel like that show building is not good. Like, I don't want to say not Universal good, because Universal really stepped up their queue game.
Yeah.
That queue is bad. The good thing about that queue is that it's mostly under air conditioning. So the queue outside is bad, right? When we got in, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna complain because we're in the AC and we're good. But we're
Can I
okay.
ask before you continue? What time of the day were you also when
I
finally
was
got
like
onto it?
2. It was like 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes a difference at night for sure.
Yeah. So we go in, we do the little pre-show. There's like no theming. It's just the Tron music playing and then the cool like glass effect, and that's it. And then you get and then you get into Gamerland with the RGBs and all that. It was it's a bad show building. I think it's just a bad show building. So we waited a long time. I get on the bike. I said my daughter, right? My daughter's like, "Oh, I want to ride with you because I don't know, I'm scared." So I was like, "Okay, fine." So she sat right next to me, and I secured her in. I was like, "Okay, you're secured. You're good to go." Bro, I'm trying to pull the handle won't close. So for me, I got linebacker calves, so it wouldn't go.
Oh, okay.
It wouldn't go. So then I pulled it hard, and then it pinched my calves. So I was like,
you can't. That's safe.
Right.
Guy help me out.
So I could move at that point. I'm locked in. So, I was more concerned about my mom, but they were fine.
Okay.
Because they rode it with us.
Okay, so know they were good. Okay, good.
And then they were fine, but me, like, it wouldn't go through my calves because my calves are pretty thick. So, but it wouldn't go, and then it pinched me like right on the calf, dude.
You should not have pushed it. That
Right.
sounds painful.
Well,
that sounds painful.
the thing. Then what I realized is that I needed to kneel more. I didn't kneel enough.
Oh yeah.
Like you have to like completely let go.
Like,
yeah.
Your belly's up.
You have to like actually like press against the restraints, the front restraints, so it'll close properly. It's like, you know what? I'll deal with it. That said, it was a very smooth ride, very, very smooth. Okay. So it felt good. It's quick. It's a short ride, but it's not as short. It's fine. Like it's when it came to the ride itself, it was just fine. It's just that I find that the theming, there's no theming. Like there's no one telling you a story. Like there's no storytelling behind the ride. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get digitized. Okay, why are we getting digitized, right? There's no story behind it. It's like you could have a story. It's like, hey, come join me in the world, and we're gonna do this thing and this thing. You're gonna go into this room to get digitized, but I'll see you in the other end, whatever, right? Some storytelling. There's no storytelling. You go in, get digitized, get a cool little glimpse of the ride taking off, but there's just no. It feels like Rip Ride Rocket at Universal because you just go in and ride the thing. I think that's the problem that I have with that ride. I just and then when you go in, it's really quick. When you're in the building, the ride itself is not bad because it's really smooth, and it does feel again almost like a next gen Space Mountain, but not in a Guardians way. I think Guardians is phenomenal. Guardians is leaps and bounds 100%. Ahead of this ride.
Yeah. I will agree with you on that.
So
100%.
Yeah. And then you go in the tunnel and it's too loud, and I don't know, man. I just didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. I love Guardians, dude. Like Guardians is Guardians is my favorite ride at Disney right now. Like it's probably Guardians and a very close second is Rise, just because of the feels, right? They're right there. But I think Guardians is it's a cooler ride. And and even with Guardians, you get a story. It's like you're visiting the Sandar Pavilion, and we're gonna take you here, and we're gonna do the thing, right? Tron is like, no, let's go in, get digitized, play the game. You gotta have a looks like an AI lady talking to you about how to put the restraints on, and you'd ride the thing. So like, it's lazy. I think that's what it is. It's for Disney. It's a lazy ride. I just didn't enjoy it. And then I get out and I was like, bro, this thing they built 5 years to build this thing, more than that probably, right?
Yeah,
Because
they delayed it a lot.
it was. I think that was the biggest disappointment. It's like we waited 5 years for this. The train was closed for like 4 years, and this ride was underwhelming. It was like I just didn't enjoy it. Yeah, it was fun. Like my daughter was like, "Oh yeah, it was crazy. I liked it. It was fun, right?" And even my parents was like, "Well, that was not as bad as I was expecting." I was like, it's just, I don't. I don't know, man. It just didn't click, and it is crazy, right? Again, like I don't want to say that I have a soft spot for Tron, because I remember watching Tron as a kid, the original Tron, the OG Tron, and enjoying it, and it was like and being fun with it. I remember playing the arcade back in the day too, but it's just that I think it's just that there's no storytelling. There's nothing to get me excited for it. So you just go in. You get digitized, and then you ride the thing, and that's it. So I think that's my main problem with it. Is that, and then also the the ride entrance, like the showroom entrance. Like you're right, you go in the building, you go through the main line, right outside. You enter the building, and then the door to enter is just a door, like a Home Depot door. It's like, where were the doors? It's like, is this the door? And it's just a door, and it's like a bedroom door. Like, what the heck? Like, there's no like automatic like sound effect going on with the door, right? Nothing, dude. And I think it's just lazy. Like this probably flies in Shanghai or whatever this is from.
That's what yeah.
There's probably flies over there, right? This ride is the this ride is the Temu ride of Disney rides. Because it's like straight from Shanghai, sir.
What? Dude, no way.
I don't, dude.
No
I just didn't
man.
enjoy it. I just didn't enjoy it. Like,
I mean, I'll just chime in just for because you've
go
heard me talk about
ahead, yeah, because
like,
you've ridden it a few times
like
already, yeah.
I just like I just do like, I guess for me is more the simplicity of it, that it kind of makes me feel like, you know what? You already know that what Tron is to some extent.
You don't know.
Go experience riding on the bikes and go.
Like, people don't know. Kind of like, people don't know.
Man.
Right?
I know, that's true. You're not wrong about that. But I just feel like some of these rides do the same thing, where it's like Mickey's and Minnie, like, let's stop, watch a little movie, and then the door explodes, and now you're on this thing, and that's cool. But like when I look at like Thunder Mountain, for example, it's like, I don't know why I'm going on this crazy train, but you know what? It's a good time. That's kind of how I look at it. It's like, you know what? I'm going on this really cool speeder bike that's in a digital world, and I'm racing against Team Orange and Team Blue, and just go with it. I think that's probably when I think about what they were doing overseas with its, you know, the love that it's had over there, and probably why they chose to bring it over here, just because kind of harkens back to like, everything is so IP heavy that sometimes it can become so clustered of just like it, or not clustered, but it can almost lose its value over time because the property may be hot at one time and then not as hot the next. And something like this is like, whether you like Tron or not, like you just go have a fun time to ride. But no, is there opportunity? I won't pretend like it's perfect. Was there opportunity to do some things that maybe enhance that a lot more? Yes, but I think it's fine. I don't think it's great. It's not my favorite ride at Disney.
Yeah. It's
not even close.
It's fine.
But I think it's good. I think there was people who were acting when it launched like, oh, it's so disappointing. It's so bad. And I'm like, have you ridden the ride that's right next to it called the Tomorrowland Speedway? Right?
Like Tomorrowland Speedway.
Classics.
Like Tomorrowland Speedway is arguably the worst ride at Disney, right?
It's pretty bad.
But I'm not comparing it to that. I'm comparing it to Guardians.
Yeah,
because Guardians opened before this thing opened, and it's way better. Totally. That's the thing. Totally. And I think that's the problem that I have, right? Because even going to
But they're not making a whole new ride, Obed. They're just carrying over what they did in Shanghai. Is my point. Like Guardians never existed
I know,
before,
but
so
well,
this was very copy and paste.
but maybe I mean,
The delays, I have to my assumption, I don't know. I have no idea. My assumptions
I
had a lot to do with the ineptitude of JPEG at the time, and also a mixture of obviously the
pandemic
legal
and all that.
side
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because of them having the train being there. There probably was a lot of security measures just to even get it in that spot, and approvals from inspectors and those types of things. But there clearly was a lot of mishandling, I'm sure, on the standpoint of how they handle finance stuff to get there. But it seemed pretty copy and paste, I would assume. I
Yeah,
never gone to
and I think
Shanghai. I'd love
that's
to
the
someday.
problem. That I think
Yeah.
that's the problem. It's like we're used to, um, the pre-show is part of the ride, like Disney established that, and then Universal took it to the next level, right?
Oh
Like it
yeah,
was like Green
Universal.
Gods
Yeah.
and all that, like even Transformers,
Yeah.
dude. Like
Mhm.
like Universal took it to the next level.
Mhm. Agreed.
So I don't know, man. It was just I think what got me is that, oh man, it's like it took so long to build, and it's very underwhelming.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big problem that I have. And I think that's just a show building overall. When we went in, like I don't have a problem with the structure outside and the ride itself. I think that the show building, and it almost feels forced and to
Huh.
at the park, and that it is what it is.
Huh.
But so after that, we just went. It's like, all right, let's go ahead and try and fit a few things. Did filler magic because I haven't done it since they added Coco, so it was great.
Yeah.
My daughter loved it because she went to filler magic when she was little,
Okay.
and last time it was closed for refurbishment. Last time we went. So
Yeah.
she loved it. It was like, oh, this was actually
The
pretty
update
good.
is nice.
Like we walked by again at night, like before we left. She's like, I kind of want to go in again because I really liked
Aw.
it. But we did, sir. The Country Bears musical jamboree
Yeah, with the new
with the new
songs and
songs.
whatever updated. Yeah.
Again, like with Tiana, sir, for a completely
Needed.
other. Well, I don't want to say is a completely other reason because it's kind of like the same reason why Splash Mountain was changed, right? We're not gonna go into the weeds on that,
Okay.
but it was good. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, we had fun. My daughter loved it. She was like, oh, that was funny. It was funny. Like it was funny. The songs choices were great. Like it was
Yeah.
like not only classic, like there was some modern like
Yeah, I
stuff
heard like a
there.
Zootopia song in
Yeah,
there.
it was really good. Yeah, it was
awesome.
fun. It was better than it was. It was better
Nice.
than it was. So
It's awesome.
so that's great. Went to Tom Sawyer Island, sir. Because
One last time.
last time, my daughter never went, right? So I
They
let her
go
do it.
out.
I let her run, and just like just go and go crazy. And it's like I found a cave. Went into the cave. I'm scared. Let's go into the cave. Okay, let's go into the cave. Oh, I found another one over here. Another cave. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. So we took the cave.
Aw.
So and then when we were leaving, she was like, "I liked it. I don't want him to take it away."
Aw.
It's like-
That's good to hear her feedback, you know?
Right. I asked her, it's like, oh, so what do you think of the
kid.
music? Yeah. When we came back, like the next day, I asked her, so what do you think about the the things that we did? And it's like, oh, yeah, I really liked it. Oh, and what about Tom Sawyer Island? It's like, oh, yeah, it's a shame they're taking it away. And it's like, well, I mean, it looks like the Cars thing may have some elements of like a, playground thing. Based on the concept art, like it seems like there's going to be a ride, but it seems like there's going to be like an open area for to walk around and whatnot. So yeah, we didn't get to do the riverboat, and we didn't get I didn't get to see the Hatbox Ghost because we were gonna do so the morning got delayed because all the coasters were down in the morning, like Space Mountain, Mine Train, and Thunder Mountain were down all
Okay.
morning. I think there was like I saw on one of the, I think like Disney News or whatever, that there was like a maybe like a power outage or something. So the coasters were down in the morning. So that delayed us. So we didn't do Mine Train. By the time I was gonna do Haunted Mansion, line was like 40 minutes, and it's like, oh, we're already like tired. Like, dude, it was like we were spent. I wasn't feeling great because of the burger sauce.
Oh yeah,
And that's all I asked my daughter. I was like, "Hey, let's do Small World and then go home. It's the last ride,
yeah.
right?" And we rode Small World. Again, she loves it, and then yeah, and then we walked over to leave. So it was a really really fun day. It was exhausting. Like, it was
Oh
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot
Oh yeah.
because my daughter's like nonstop, and then we got delayed for like an hour and a half because my wife really wanted to see the parade, and then
Nice.
um, so that kind of delayed our plans a little bit, and that's fine. She
Sure.
still enjoyed it. It's just that it was so hot, dude. Again,
Oh, it's tough. It's
it
tough.
was rough,
Yeah.
and I don't think it was like necessarily really hot. It was just so humid. It was
Yes.
so humid, dude,
Yeah.
and I was like
Did it
drenched
rain?
in
Did it rain
drenched.
all while you were out there?
It rained before we left. It started raining.
Oh
Like
wow.
so, we didn't get rained out until it started raining like at 8 o'clock. But when we were walking towards the park entrance,
Wow.
that's when it started raining. So,
You made it
uh,
just in time.
dude, luckily I rented my kid a stroller. She couldn't even fit in it, but it's like, you know what? I'll drag you around the park because you're not going to walk this thing, dude. And it was the best choice that I could have made. It was $31 well spent. Because like mid morning, we're waiting on Pirates, and there was a little kid about the same age as my daughter, and he was like, "I already walked too much. I'm tired." It's like it's 10:30 in the morning, bro. So best choice that, yeah. So totally worth it. Yeah. Overall, man, the park seemed like it was in much better shape than last time I went when Paycheck was around. So there's positive things happening, right? The morning wasn't very crowded, but then once like 1 o'clock rolled in, everything got like an hour wait
Yeah.
because it was a Saturday. But it seems like at least for now, at least that park is moving in the right direction compared to last time, right? I think that there are choices that are being made at the top level where things are happening and things look good. So, yeah, that was my yeah, ride Tron. Sure, do it. I didn't want to ride the Chariot, so no,
Which still looks cool, anyways.
yeah, I took the
Yeah.
risk, and but now I know next time if I ever go again, right? Now I know that I gotta kneel like all the way down because if I
Right.
don't, I'm
Yeah.
not. Yeah, he's gonna pinch my legs.